When you think about an offshore oil platform, your mind probably jumps straight to, well, oil. But what about everything else? All the rainwater, the cleaning fluids, the little accidental spills? Turns out, managing what goes down the drain is one of the biggest, most critical safety challenges out there at sea. So today, we're diving into the hidden and honestly pretty complex world of offshore drainage. And our guide for this whole thing is the official Saudi Aramco Engineering Standard for these exact systems. This isn't theoretical. This is the actual playbook engineers use to design platforms that are safe for people and for the environment. Which brings us to the big question, right? A platform is this massive industrial site running 24/7. It's getting hit with rain, getting washed down, there are maintenance fluids, and yeah, spills happen. So where does all that liquid actually go? To get to the bottom of that, here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the liquid problem itself. Then we'll check out the two main systems built to handle it, the closed drain system and the oily water system. And finally, we'll wrap up with why all this matters so much. All right, let's jump in with the problem, because we're not just talking about a little bit of oily water here. On a platform, you're dealing with a constantly changing and, frankly, hazardous cocktail of all kinds of industrial liquids. You've got everything. Pure liquid hydrocarbons, toxic stuff, corrosive things like acids, you name it. Then you have chemicals dissolved from the production process, all getting mixed in with plain old rainwater. You obviously can't just funnel all that into one pipe. If you mix the wrong things, you could get a nasty chemical reaction, or even worse, a huge fire hazard. It absolutely requires a smart, segregated solution. And that solution? It's all built around one simple, but incredibly powerful idea. Segregation is safety. The whole philosophy is about keeping the really dangerous liquids separate from the less dangerous ones. And they do this with two totally distinct parallel drainage systems. And these are the two heroes of our story. On one side, you've got the closed drain system, or CDS. Think of this as the high-security pipeline for the really, really nasty stuff. And on the other side, you have the oily water drainage system, the ODS, which is the general-purpose workhorse that handles just about everything else. So let's take a closer look at that first system. The closed drain system, or CDS, is that specialized network designed only for the most dangerous materials a platform handles. It's basically the maximum security wing of the whole drainage world. So what counts as most dangerous? Well, this definition is key. A liquid is considered flammable if its vapors can ignite at a pretty low temperature. We're talking 54 degrees Celsius, or 130 Fahrenheit or below. Just think of it like this. The lower that flash point, the easier its fumes can just catch fire in the open air. So those liquids, along with anything highly toxic or under high pressure, have to go into the closed drain system, no exceptions. And the whole system is completely sealed off from the atmosphere. It's a totally closed loop. Any of those dangerous vapors that build up are captured and sent over to the platform's flare system to be safely burned off. This prevents any explosive or toxic gas from ever reaching the crew or the open air. It's brilliant. And this, right here, shows you how much the standard is focused on human safety. If a platform is manned, meaning people are living and working there every day, a closed drain system is mandatory. But for unmanned platforms, which are only visited every now and then, it's not required. The engineering literally changes based on the direct risk to people. Okay, on to the second system, the oily water drainage system. If the CDS is for the most hazardous stuff, this system is the absolute workhorse. It handles the huge majority of all the runoff, and its job is to protect both the platform and the ocean around it. So the OWDS is designed to handle what's called oily water, and that's basically any water that's been contaminated with some oil residue during normal operations. This is everything from rainwater that hits the deck to the water used for cleaning. You can pretty much think of it as the platform's heavy-duty industrial-grade storm drain. You can see the flow of it all right here. Drains all over the open decks and in various collection pans all channel liquid into a network of pipes. And this whole network uses gravity to flow down to one central collection point on the lowest deck, which is called the slops tank. But wait, how do you stop flammable gas from that slops tank from traveling backwards up the pipes and onto the deck? You do it with this incredibly simple but genius feature. Every single drain has a 150 millimeter, that's about 6 inches, water seal. It works just like the P-trap under your kitchen sink. It creates a one-way gate that lets liquids go down, but it completely blocks any gas from coming back up. And the level of detail in the engineering here is just incredible. The standard actually says that no liquid spill can travel more than 30 meters, that's about 100 feet, across any deck before it has to find a drain. This makes sure that any spill, no matter where it happens, gets contained and drained away super fast. Now, inside that slops tank, there's a really smart automated system to make sure it never overflows. When the liquid hits a certain level, the main pump kicks on. But if for some reason the level keeps rising, a high-level alarm goes off and a totally separate, backup spare pump activates. It's a fantastic fail-safe system, built for total reliability.
Okay, so we've gone through a lot of technical stuff. Let's zoom out. Why does all this careful engineering, this whole standard, actually matter? Well, it's about building protection directly into the design of the platform from day one. Because if these systems fail, the consequences can be, well, catastrophic. When you look at it this way, the goals are crystal clear. Number 1, prevent devastating fires by controlling every single drop of flammable liquid and vapor. Number 2, protect the crew from being exposed to toxic chemicals. And number 3, protect the ocean by containing every operational discharge and making sure you're in total compliance with environmental rules. And in the end, it all comes right back to the standard's own mission statement. As it says right here, the whole point is to ensure that all industrial liquids can be drained safely with minimum hazard of fire or injury and in compliance with environmental requirements. It's a quiet, pretty much invisible system, but it's one of the most important things keeping these massive structures safe, day in and day out. It's a silent network of pipes, standing as the very first line of defense against disaster.
If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, How to Do It. Search for us at How to Do 5 for even more interesting content.